Picture this, the pit, sprawling wasteland of society's discarded junk, is buzzing with a chaotic energy that could make your heart race faster than a kid chasing an ice cream truck. Episode 9 of Gachiakuta, titled The City of Graffiti, takes us deeper into the grimy, trash-filled underworld where Rudo, our fiery, glove-wielding protagonist, is still clawing his way through a world that's literally built on garbage. This episode is an eon-soaked roller coaster, blending high-octane battles, heartfelt character moments, and a dazzling new setting that's as much a character as the people scrapping in it. We kick off with Rudo, in Jen, and the cleaners crew. Think of them as the punk rock janitors of the pit arriving at a place called the City of Graffiti. This ain't your average slum, it's a vibrant, anarchic hub where every wall is a canvas, every alley a gallery, and every spray can a weapon. The city pulses with life, its streets splashed with colours so vivid they could make a rainbow jealous. The vibe. Imagine a punk concert crashed by a street art festival with a dash of dystopian dread thrown in for flavour. The plot revs up when the cleaners are tasked with hunting down a rogue vital instrument user who's been turning the city's graffiti into living, breathing and biting monsters. Rudo, still wrestling with his newfound powers as gloves of his can turn trash into weapons, like a plunger that packs a punch, dives headfirst into the chaos alongside Ryu, the scissor-wielding badass with a penchant for oversized weapons, and Sanka, the chain-smoking slacker who's somehow both useless and clutch. The episode's big moment hits when Rudo faces off against the graffiti beast, a snarling mural of a wolf that leaps off the wall like it's auditioning for a kaiju flick. The fight is a whirlwind of kinetic energy, with Rudo's trash-manipulating gloves turning a pile of rusty cans into a makeshift flamethrower. Yeah, you read that right, cans of flames. This show doesn't mess around. But it's not all fist and spray paint. The episode sneaks in a gut punch of emotion when Rudo stumbles across a mural depicting a kid and his dad, sparking memories of his own foster father, Rudo, who was murdered back in episode 1. It's a quiet moment that hits like a brick, showing Rudo's softer side beneath all that rage. The City of Graffiti itself feels alive, its walls whispering stories of rebellion and survival, tying into the series' core theme, finding value in what others throw away. By the end, the cleaners take down the rogue artist, but not without Rudo learning a thing or two about controlling his powers and maybe, just maybe, opening up to his new makeshift family. The vibe. Electric, raw, and unapologetically in your face. It's like Gachiakuta took a can of spray paint and tagged your screen with pure, unfiltered chaos, laced with just enough heart to keep you hooked. Review, art that pops, fights that rock, and a few smudges. Let's talk visuals, because Gachiakuta Episode 9 is serving looks that could make a fashionista weep. Studio Bones, the wizards behind My Hero Academia and Mob Psycho 100, flex their muscles here, translating Kate Urano's gritty manga art into a visual feast. The City of Graffiti is the star of the show, with every frame dripping in vibrant, anarchic color. The graffiti-covered walls aren't just backgrounds, they're alive, shifting and pulsing with Hideyoshi Anno's signature designs. It's like stepping into a street art gallery where every mural could eat you. The animation pops with sharp lines and dramatic shading, capturing the manga's rough and tumble aesthetic while adding a fluidity that makes every punch and spray can blast feel visceral. The action sequences are where Bones really shines. Rudo's fight with the graffiti wolf is a masterclass in choreography, blending 2D character work with 3D environments that don't feel as jarring as the trash beasts in earlier episodes. Speaking of which, the 3D monsters have improved since the clunky CGI of episodes 1 and 2 here. They blend better with the 2D cast, though there's still a slight uncanny valley vibe when the camera lingers too long. It's not a deal breaker, but it's like spotting a smudge on an otherwise pristine canvas. Character designs remain a highlight. Rudo's tattered jacket and blackened hands scream underdog with a chip on his shoulder, while Ryu's oversized scissors and punk rock swagger make her a walking highlight reel. The graffiti beasts themselves are a creative triumph. Think Pacific Rim kaiju meets a Banksy fever dream. Takeru Osaki's soundtrack keeps the energy high, with gritty guitar riffs and pulsating beats that match the episode's rebellious spirit. The opening theme, Hugs by Paladusk, is still an absolute banger, though the ending theme, Tomishibai, feels a bit too mellow for the episode's wild vibe. If there's a critique, it's that the pacing can feel like a runaway train. The episode crams in a lot of action, character development, world building, and while it mostly sticks the landing, some moments like Rudo's flashback could have used a bit more breathing room. Also, the 3D/2D integration, while better, still isn't seamless. But these are minor quibbles in a visual package that's otherwise a love letter to trash punk chaos. Episode 9 of Gachiakuta is a wild ride that delivers on every front, heart-pounding action, a setting that's practically a character, and just enough emotional depth to make you care about Rudo's quest for revenge and redemption. The City of Graffiti is a stroke of genius, turning the series' themes of value and waste into a literal work of art. I'm obsessed with how the show balances its gritty, anti-capitalist edge with shonen heart. Rudo's not just fighting monsters, he's fighting a world that's written him off as trash. That mural scene? It's got me tearing up over Kid and his gloves in a way I didn't expect. I'm crossing my fingers that the series keeps this momentum. I want more of the cleaners' camaraderie, Ryu and Zanka stealing the show, and I'm dying to see how Rudo's powers evolve. If Studio Bones can iron out the 3D kinks and give the quieter moments a bit more space, Gachiakuta could be the next big shonen hit. For now, episode 9 has me hooked, hyped, and ready to dive back into the pit. Grab your spray cans, folks, this anime is painting a masterpiece, one trash heap at a time.